Mi amor, did I wake you? I sure hope I didn't. It'd be sad if I did. But also, Dios mío, you are looking so fine today. I couldn't have done this without you. This birthday celebration we had yesterday, I want it to be something more special for you, like a return birthday. You did so much for me. I thought it would be strange not to give back a little. So I thought I'd spoil you from the moment you woke up. I made you some breakfast in bed. Chorizo. Fresh eggs. Mi amor. I hope it's not too much. I really wanted to start the day well for you. You spoiled me yesterday, and now it's time for me to spoil you. Good morning, beautiful. You're looking awfully beautiful and handsome today, as well as gorgeous, too. So much so that I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do this. Buen provecho. Sabrosa. Mi amor. I hope I didn't go too far. Just trying to make sure you know. Your lips are my favorite meal. Now that we've been together for a while, and we're getting used to each other, I thought it was a good chance for us to spend today doing a lot of fun things. I'm no expert on what to do with days off. I'm so used to working that I'm not sure what to do with my time, but with you, I'm sure we can figure out something. Maybe just cuddling like this, or maybe something else. I'm sure we could figure something out. All I want to do is stare into your eyes, mi amor. Your reactions give me life. I have to say, I didn't expect you to be such a blushing type. It's very cute. Incredibly cute, though. You make my heart beat faster. And it's no surprise, either. With how close we become so fast, I can't imagine anything getting in our way. It feels like I've known you all my life, like you're my soulmate. Mi amor. And before you say it, I know my birthday didn't exactly go as planned. And that's okay. You don't have to feel like it's anything like that. Even if sometimes life throws lemons at you, you can totally use it to make a sick ceviche. That's what I would do personally. And don't worry, I know I've been facing some of that trouble, the misunderstandings in the hero society. But I will never let that get to me. That's not what I stand for. And we both know. It's not about that. Today is about you. Today is about giving back to you and making sure you feel loved. I know how much it's difficult staying with someone like me. And I want you to know how much I appreciate you. There is nothing I appreciate more than you. And whenever we have the time of our lives, it always comes with a price. One that I'm willing to pay. Whether it's a price of time or a price of just appreciating each other. I never really view it as such, if I'm being honest. I sort of view it as how I'd like to spend my time, and how I do. Perhaps I'm just rambling, but even if I am, mi amor, I want to make you feel special. That's all, because I love you. It's quite simple, really. Despite what many people may believe, I don't believe there's an ulterior motive in love. If you love someone, that's just it. And if you want to take care of them, you gotta put in the effort for it, you know? I believe that hard work always pays off, in some way or another, even if it's just satisfaction. And I believe love should never be equated to work, but it still is something that is near and dear to my heart. The differences between doing my hero work and saving people, and being able to relax with you, I sometimes don't know where to draw the line. Because sometimes I know I do get caught in that work mentality, and then I have trouble shutting it down. Does it bother you too much, mi amor? I sure hope it doesn't. I have been working on it. Despite how it may seem, I promise you, I put in a lot of work with it. Probably too much. I think about it, overthink about it, and then I go too far. I know how it is to be so in your head that you distract yourself from what you should be focused on. And I'm not going to let it stop me, okay? And that's why today's just about you. It's meant to be just about you and I, mi amor. If I could have just one thing in this world forever, it'd be to be in a room with you, cuddling with me. Ay, Dios mío. Mi amor. Nothing, and I mean nothing, would make me happier than this. And I hope it makes you just as happy. Whenever I can get you to blush, I consider it a victory. No, not that kind of blush necessarily. Just a blush where I catch you off guard with feelings. The more I can do that, the more I'll feel good about myself, and the more I'll feel like I'm a totally badass boyfriend. And again, I might not have the coolest power or anything, but my quirk's here for you, and I'll make sure that if I save anyone, I save you first. It's kind of a fear of mine, having to choose between loved ones, and even if it was just random strangers. If I ever had to make that choice that Deku did, I'm not sure I could have made it. I might have just blown up with everyone else. And on the spot, I probably wouldn't have known how to face anyone. He's braver than me, so I can see where he struggles. I know it's pretty late to start the day, but I thought I should let you sleep in. I figured that you'd want to wake up in the right way. And I appreciate everything you did for me yesterday. It's okay, you can eat your meal. I just might steal a kiss here or there. Mi amor, you really know how to make me feel special. And I want to make sure you do too. It's difficult. This world we live in is so solitary. It feels good to be a part of someone's life, doesn't it? That's how I feel about us. There's a lot that I have to learn, but I feel like I'm putting in my best effort. And after breakfast, I was hoping you'd dance with me. It might not be much, but dancing on the second floor, it makes me feel like we're doing something even more fun. Being able to stare into your eyes, pull you by the waist, and not only tell you how beautiful you are, but show you. Mi amor, I hope you know, I have never met someone quite as beautiful or unique as you, and it always resonates with me that I'm so lucky, so very lucky to have you as part of my life. And while it may seem like this or that, just saying it isn't enough for me. I like actions to meet words. There's no two ways about it. If you don't make sure your actions meet your words, equal parts, nobody'll take you serious. They're just empty words, without any meaning. And I never want to be a man who can't be held to his word. I learned from my father, a relationship isn't just about me and you. It's about that atmosphere we keep about it. That air between us that needs to stay in a place where we both appreciate it. Finished with your meal already? Then, mi amor, Would you take this dance with me? That's just what I wanted to hear. Mi amor, I love you. Easy does it. I've got you, so don't worry. Left, right, and left. It's like a march of bodies against each other. A dance of kisses and love. Mi amor. It's my favorite way to spend the morning. Soon to be afternoon, I should say. But that suits me just fine. As long as I can have a taste of those lips again. Buen provecho. I'll never get tired of saying it. How much I love you. And I want you to know, it doesn't matter who's saying you can or cannot have something. Provided you're not breaking any rules or laws, you should never give up. Remember, the world is filled with people who'd have disagreements. Not everyone's going to get along, and that's okay. But together, we can at least have our little sanctuary. A place where you and I can share in this love that we have. I want it to be something that you're proud of. Something that brings you a lot of joy. And I know that it's going to take some time to convey that, but I just want you to know there's more love in the world than hate. And I want you not to worry. I can handle a lot, and I hope that you can too. But remember, never resort to their tactics. We're heroes for a reason. And heroes never talk bad, even if it's to a villain. You gotta take care of them. Take them down, but don't put them down. Know what I mean? It's why I'm so proud of how my power is developed. My quirk is useful for not having lethal force involved. So I'm able to take down people who others maybe couldn't without endangering them. Now, it's really important that we don't forget to spend this quality R&R time. We may be putting our lives on the line most days, but it's important that we take time for each other, and I want you to know how much I appreciate you. That's why, after this dance, after we're done entwining ourselves and holding each other, I wanted to tell you why I fell for you and what it means to me that you're here with me. I can't say I've ever known someone like you, and I'm proud to say that you're one of a kind to me. And of course, whenever it's time to show you something really cool, mi amor, I don't hold back. I don't think I know the meaning of it. Unless it's gonna endanger us. Do something sad. I would never. I adore you. I could kiss you forever, but then we wouldn't get very much done, now would we? You know, yesterday, I really do have to thank you. You really did think of everything. It made me feel so at home, so happy. I could just enjoy my birthday without really thinking about it. And that means more to me than gold or silver. It means more to me than anything. Mostly because I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm not used to celebrating myself. Sometimes it's easy to forget who you are and forget that you're a person too. And, well, I guess that was guilty as charged. Yesterday was that for me. I know maybe it's late to say this, mi amor, but I want you to be able to speak freely. It doesn't matter what the day is. I just want you to feel at home, like you can really enjoy yourself, and that's what today's supposed to be about. I just want you to feel at home and appreciate it for what you do. You do so much in this world, not just for me, but for others too. I just hope you're taking good care of yourself. Self-care is super important. Don't forget that. I do a lot of mine, but it's just good to see you able to smile. Sometimes I worry, because you give and you give and you give so much, that I worry that there's nothing left for you at the end of it. Mi amor, please, promise me you won't do that. Promise me you won't give too much to the point where you end up hurting yourself. It's important to be realistic. Never feel like you've got to make it this or that. Be exactly who you are, and I'll keep being myself, mi amor. The myself that really appreciates you right in front of me, holding you close like this, and of course, giving lots of kisses. Mi amor. You really make me feel alive, where a lot of life has been getting me down. I'm thankful to have you. More thankful than I can put into words, which is why I'm so thankful for dance and kisses. Thank you for the meal. I know I'll be taking more, but still. I just want to dance the day away with you, and make sure to make you feel it. Love, that is. And of course, maybe a bit teased while I'm at it. I mean, today is all about celebrating you. Yesterday was about me. And I can remember all those moments you made it special. I want to make today all about you, and make everything amazing when I hold you in my arms. When I look into your eyes, I want you to feel it. Love, that is. Lots of love. Love is everything to me. And of course, a lot of people don't understand love, and that's okay. But we're not a lot of people. We're just me and you. Mi amor. Don't get too shy now. We've got a lot of the day to burn. And I was thinking of taking you downstairs, giving you the old-fashioned spoil you by holding you in my arms. We could stay in bed if you want to. I mean, why not? It's just as fine here. I mean, you enjoyed your breakfast, right? Then why don't I give you some lunch? Right here. Ay, Dios mío. Mi amor. That expression gets me every single time. Makes me realize what I'm doing has a big effect on your heart. The way your lips tremble. The way how your eyes trail to the ground when you're embarrassed. I like embarrassing you. No offense. I might not be a full-on sadist, but I do enjoy making you feel loved. And giving you a sense of safety. If I'm that much more imposing, at least you won't have to worry about someone else getting in our way. You and I want us to stick together through it all. And the only way we're doing that is by lots of passion. Lots of people use the word love, but they don't include passion. Then it gets boring for one side or the other, and it just falls apart. I won't let us be like that. I promise you. No matter what it takes, you can count on me to patch things up. And I'm gonna be the bigger man of things in terms of, well, if anyone starts a problem with us, I'll deal with it as peacefully as I can. Patching things up is sort of a talent of mine. No, it wasn't even meant to be a joke, really, but if that's how you're gonna take it, mi amor, I'll just have to pick on you a bit. I'm only kidding. Unless, well, do you take this dance? The second one of the day. Then I'll take this one. When I kiss you, it feels like I'm melting. My heart races every time, and I just feel so lucky to have you as a part of my life, as my other half. I never expected someone to see me and think, wow, I want to be with that guy. I always thought that would be everyone else. And I guess when it comes to me and you, I want things to be special. I don't just want this to be a relationship between us. I want to marry you someday. Make no mistake. I want us to be together for eternity. And while I'm not one for holy matrimonies or believing in that kind of binding, I do believe that you and I, we're in it for the long haul. And the way that things go, it's all up to us to make things work out. And lots of passion and love sure make it easier and a whole lot more fun. Is it bad I just want to gaze into those beautiful eyes of yours? I know you probably don't think much of them. A lot of people don't seem to have much confidence in their own self-image. Myself guilty as charged. You think that about me too? Well, then I guess we're a perfect match. Both of us don't think we look that good, but at the same time, we think the other one is gorgeous and way beyond what we deserve. So I guess the feeling's mutual. In which case, I guess we'll both have to work on our self-image and how we view ourselves. But that's a work in progress. Maybe I'll try a new haircut sometimes. And before you say anything, keep in mind that you're more than enough for me. I want to make that abundantly clear. I wouldn't change a damn thing about you, but more importantly, there's nothing really to change. You're good to me. You make my heart flutter, and you made yesterday one of the best days of my life. And of course, you should be proud of that. You did so much for me that most people wouldn't. Most people look at me and they don't think very much. But you see me for me, mi amor. And I wish to see you for you. Mi corazón. I'm happy that this day after my birthday can be shared with you. I wouldn't want anything else, you know. I'm a simple man. If you give me, you, an empty room, I'd be just as happy as if you gave me the most amazing gift in the world. In fact, I'd be even happier. I haven't been this happy since forever, actually. Because you're everything to me. Nothing would do if it's not with you. Maybe it's a tad bit clingy of me, but what can I say? My tape isn't the only thing that likes to cling to things that I love. And villains, of course, but I certainly don't love villains like I love you. Yeah, tease all you like. I'll get my revenge right now. And two can play the teasing game. Don't you forget it, mi amor. You're really cute that way. But still, if anything, you're just egging me on at this point. Now that we're dancing where no one else can see, why don't we spice things up a bit? we'll make it a dance to remember. To have you against me, to feel you just like this, it makes me feel like I'm alive. I know I've said it before, but it's an entirely different sensation now. This romance, this passion, this connection between us, I wouldn't stop for anything. Mi amor. Don't tell me I made your mind go blank, because that's what you just did to me with that kiss. If kisses could kill, let me tell you, you'd have a fatal one. And trust me, while I might just be the teasing kind a bit, I haven't even begun to show you that side. Look at you, reacting so honestly. And yet you're just like me. I don't know how to react sometimes. That's why I'm always on the offensive. Because if you turned it around on me, what would I be doing with myself? Guess we won't know till you try, right? That's not gonna happen. Because I'd have to stop going on the offensive. And trust me, your shocked expression when I one-upped myself from last time, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Plus, it makes me feel like I'm top dog. I kinda like that feeling. Mi amor. Don't you ever think I'm gonna get tired of this. As if I could look at anyone else like I look at you. It just doesn't work that way in my head, I'm afraid. Hope you don't mind me thinking about you, making time and spoiling you a bit. I know you get self-conscious whenever you're put on the spot, but it makes me feel happy just knowing I can make you feel shy. That's a power I'm not going to abuse too much. Maybe just enough that you get a little bit nervous. Whenever you're flustered, it kind of gives me life. I can't help it or change the facts, so guess you'll have to deal with me. Teasing monster all the time. And if I wrap you up, don't blame me too much, okay? Guess I want to stick this thing the whole way. I don't want to give you any time for anyone else, because I'm a greedy fool. A fool for you, but no one else. To be honest, I think I like it that way. It gives me a sense that what we are together is secluded, its own thing, special. Even among other couples, I'd say we got the best chemistry. You can tell by the way we dance. There's no hesitation, nothing stopping us from getting even closer. And the way you move that body of yours makes my body move in tune. It's like the moon and the stars. They go hand in hand. They glisten in the night. Just like that. So far away, yet so close in the sky. I feel like that's like how we were when we first met. But we eventually came together. Now we're inseparable, like an eclipse. Mi amor. You know, after all this time that we've been together, it doesn't feel like it's that long, but I want there to be more. More memories, more love, more passionate dancing the night away. Even if it's not even night, it's barely even afternoon. But still, it's never too early or late to spend time with you. To tell you how beautiful and handsome you are. I know a lot of people don't put those two together, but I think they're perfect. Because you have that type of beauty that no one else does. It's one of a kind, and I'm living for it. Mi amor. I want you to be super happy. And the only way I can accomplish that is if I don't give up on being this passionate. Te quiero mucho. You are everything to me, mi amor. Won't you realize it already? I know it's easy not to think much of yourself, but you're doing amazing. And you made my birthday so much more fun than it would have been. You made it something that I'm actually happy about, instead of just being stressed about it. Amo todo de ti, mi amor. I love you more than anything. And I just want you to know I love all the details about you too. Those quirky things that you don't seem to like about yourself, I can find something to love in them. In fact, they're what makes you you. And I'm proud to say that I get to have you as my love. My one and only. My other half. The person who understands me and treats me like I'm a person instead of just a hero. Not that I have any mind of someone treating me like a hero, but it's just not the same. What you do to me, it's practically illegal. How happy you make me, mi amor. I could kiss you and hold you in my arms forever, but then nothing would get done and we'd just stay here forever. Want to get lost in time? I sure wouldn't mind. Come on, what's the worst that can happen? Mi amor. You make me feel so loved. Do I make you feel loved, mi amor? Nothing makes me happier than making you feel something, especially something you don't get to feel enough. Love, passion, care, appreciation, want, desire, everything. I want you to feel everything you've ever wanted to, and to be that beautiful person I've always known you could. Ay, Dios mío. Mi amor, you'll always be my honey, my darling. Te amo, cariño. You make me so happy. Won't you never change and stay exactly who you are? I love everything about you. All those quirky things and so many other details. Ones that I couldn't even begin to put to words. The way you smile, the way you laugh, the way I can hold you in my arms and feel like we're puzzle pieces fit to each other. It's really insatiably amazing, and I wouldn't change it for anything. I wouldn't exchange what we have for all the money and fame and fortune in the world, and that's just the truth. I could never. I'd be far too sad saying goodbye, ever. You mean the world to me, and I hope you always remember. It's not just this or that. It's everything we have. That's what I'm fighting for every single day. I want us to be able to be free, happy, and enjoy many birthdays to come. There's so many more to celebrate, and I can't wait for your birthday to spoil you even more. Consider this to be the warning shot. Next time, you're going to be tied up with a lot more fun. Trust me, I won't let your birthday come to pass without it being a super celebration, one that you never forget. You only get so many of those. You gotta make each one count. And if you can't remember it, it wasn't a birthday at all. Isn't that what they say? Cariño. Mi amor. I'll love you forever and never let you go.